And welcome back. She's literally, and I mean this, one of the most fascinating people we've had on in the past year, past season 10. Lauri Loewenberg is a dream expert. She's a lot of things. And again, one of our favorites. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me back. I am honored.
Oh, please. Let me start with a compliment. And that is, I can always tell when a guest resonates by the messages that I personally get, not just the show got a ton, but what I get on my personal socials, and people absolutely loved you. So thank you for coming back. We appreciate you doing this for us. Let me set the stage here. We're going to get to viewer questions in a little bit, but let me reset the stage just in case people missed your first appearance. How did you get started in this, Lauri? Were you always fascinated by dreams? Did you have a dream yourself, which was the catalyst? How did this happen?
Yes, to both of those questions. I've always been interested in my dreams. I could remember them since I was 2. I would draw them when I was very little. As I got older, I would journal them because I hated waking up from them. You know, it was this magical place. Every night I got to visit. But it wasn't until I was 19 and my grandfather died that changed my view as far as dreams go, because I had a dream that really felt like it was his spirit visiting me. And I asked him, what is it like where you're at? And he said to me, I can't tell you that, but what I can tell you is that it's secure. And that dream...
He said secure, Lauri?
Secure.
That's isn't that an interesting word? I mean, I didn't mean to stop you, but that's fascinating.
Yeah, and if you think about it, it's a very appropriate way to describe it, I suppose, because what can possibly harm you, you know, on the other side? You can't get sick, you don't have to worry about bills, you know, no one's going to break your heart. It's secure. So that dream, which I could not get out of my head, is what propelled me to study dream psychology, because I wanted to find out what this is. We all do it. Why do we do it? What is the purpose? And what I learned from studying dream psychology is that dreams, as magical as they are actually very practical and a helpful way to navigate our life. It's our built-in therapist. And the reason why we say, well, let me sleep on it when we're facing a dilemma is because we're actually dreaming on it. We dreamed on it. We woke up and had clarity.
What's one of the biggest misconceptions that people have about dreams, do you think?
Oh, there's a lot.
Is there one that you hear a lot?
The one I hear the most is, oh, I never dream. Or I can't remember the last time I dreamed.
I have people in my life that say that, Lauri.
Yeah, yeah. And the fact is, you dreamed last night. You dreamed every 90 minutes last night. You just don't remember it. The brain is designed to dream. It is a natural, necessary function. And it is a thinking process. It is basically subconscious thought. So when you are dreaming, you are thinking about your life. It's an internal conversation with the self. But since your brain is working differently while in the REM dream state, certain parts of the brain are dormant, other parts are highly active. You're not thinking like you do during the day in words and in conversation. Rather, you're thinking in memories, you're thinking in emotions, you're thinking in symbols and metaphors.
Does it matter, Lauri, how deep of a sleep you are? Meaning, like, let's say you have someone watching has a very, very, very long day. They've been out, you know, maybe they're a plumber and they have a very long day, no nap, working hard, and they're just exhausted and they just crash. They don't wake up in the middle of the night to pee, nothing. Does your exhaustion level, I guess is what I'm asking, have any effect on your dreams?
Yes. The deeper you sleep, the harder you sleep, the less likely you are to remember your dreams.
Oh.
So if you're a light sleeper or you have a fitful night of sleep, you're going to remember your dreams more because you'll keep waking up. And we tend to wake up after each cycle of REM dream sleep. So because we jump right back into alpha right after REM sleep. So if you're just having a deep, hard crash, you're still dreaming, but when you reach that alpha state, you're not going to have that light awakening. You're just going to kind of go right back into the other stages.
Well, that's a good thing. Before we take a break here, we'll continue on the really quickly. I don't even know if I know this. What are the levels of sleep, Lauri?
Oh gosh. Okay, so those
Or just some of them. Just some of them. Yeah.
Alpha, theta, delta, and REM. Delta's the deepest sleep where you're like blank, but that's restorative. That's when your brain and everything and your body's kind of recouping, defragging, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then right after delta, you jump right back up to REM.
Okay. I'm blown away by the light sleeper, deep sleeper. I'm a light sleeper, and I do feel like I remember my dreams better. Before, well, we're going to get to viewers, but my last thing in this little section here, you have the best tip, and I've heard it from someone in my life too that loves dreams. Your best tip for people remembering their dreams is?
Don't move when you wake up. Stay in the exact same position you woke up in, because that is the position your body was in when you were dreaming. If you roll over, even if you just move your arm, you unplug yourself from the dream you were just in seconds ago. So stay put, quiet your mind, don't think about anything, and the dream will come back to you.
I also keep a little notebook on my nightstand to write down. I can't read it half the time, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, Lauri's sticking it around. When we come back, we're going to talk about, well, you guys watching on our Jason Show Facebook page. You sent questions in for Lauri. We're going to tackle some of them when we come back.